This is honestly like my 5th muscadine video I've done this year. But guess what? It's not going to just be a muscadine video. We are going to make some stuff. We're going to can some stuff up. Some jelly, some muscadine juice. I may start on my wine, but we know the jelly and the muscadine juice are going to get canned up for future. Because we got to do something with all these muscadines, right? So I've washed everything, washed my muscadines, filled it up about a third of the way for I think these are half pint jars. Right now, I got my sugar water going, and I'm gonna fill those up after I get my sugar water boiled up, a rolling boil, get it all boiled up, fill it up, and then I'm throwing it in a water bath canner. Pretty simple. Here's sugar water. I need to start stirring it up. There goes the tops to my lids. So those are getting a little heat. This is going to get a little heat, and then these are going to go in the jars. Now we got the muscadine, Carlos Muscadines canned up in the water bath canner. I'm going to make sure I give it like an inch more water. So it's supposed to be like the water's supposed to be like an inch higher than the top of the cans or the jars. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more. It's probably like a half an inch right now. I need to give it some more. Then I'm gonna turn it up, make sure it's boiling, put the top on, and we're gonna water bath can it for, I think it's 15 minutes. I'm gonna do it for probably like 17, 18, 20 minutes just to be sure. And then we're gonna let them sit. Alrighty, they've been boiling for 20 minutes. Turn the heat down, and it's time to take them out. So let's do that. They're supposed to get a better change colors. That's what I've seen on the videos when you're making this. But most of the videos I've seen, they were making it from like the black grapes. So this probably won't be as dark in color as the ones in the videos that I've seen. One already popped. You heard that? Get some of that water off the top. Some seeds. We're going to strain those seeds when we actually do open them. Ooh. Tops are loose on some of these. I believe that's okay. As long as they seal. The rings should be fine being loose. It's just the sealing. One thing that I did see is, so I bought these jars like a long time ago, months ago. And when I opened them up today to sterilize them, the lids inside of the jars that they come with, they had like an impression on them as if, as if they've been used. But they haven't been used because I never used them before. I guess just sitting on the jar closed, it makes that impression. So about 4 of these I actually put brand new lids on. I didn't use the lids that were on them when they were on the jars, because like I said, those jars that I actually got are new. They just been sitting in the packaging for a while, so I guess they left impressions. So I think they're still fine. They weren't used lids. They were just kind of indented because they were sitting on there in the packaging for so long. So I guess they're fine. We'll see though if they seal. Gonna start on my muscadine jelly, Carlos Muscadine jelly. Gonna wash these real quick, and then I'm gonna put them in a pot and smash them down to get the juice out of them. Now we're doing some mashing of the muscadines, trying to get all the juice out of them. Got them on medium heat, trying to heat them up, squish all the good stuff out of it. So the good stuff, the good tasty muscadine flavor can be in my jelly. That good tangy muscadine flavor, I love it. Here we go. After everything was strained out, here's what we were left with, pure muscadine juice. So after I added the pectin and the sugar, We got 4 jars. You can see my pouring wasn't the best. I'm not sure what to do about these bubbles. I tried to get as much of that white stuff off the top as possible. But you can see this one right in the middle had its highest. And then that one right there needs some love. So I might pour some from this into that via the funnel. Those two look fine though. I think this is fine. It's still around a 1/2 inch, but I want to fill this up a little bit more, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Now we got everything in here. This is the muscadine jelly, or the Scuppernong jelly. The Carlos muscadine jelly is over an inch. The water's over an inch over the jars, and when it starts to boil, we're gonna give it 5 minutes in here, maybe 10 minutes, and then we're gonna be good to go. So here's the final result of all that work yesterday. We got 4 muscadine jellies, Scuppernong jellies, whatever you want to call it. And, oh, I don't even know how many juices we made. It takes a lot less muscadines to make the juice, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of those. And with that said, I still have a whole bunch of muscadines left. I gotta figure out what I want to do. Whether I want to make some more jelly, I probably will, or I want to make some more of this just muscadine juice, like grape juice, just sugar and muscadine to make a juice. Or I know I do want to carbonate it. I just don't know how to do that. Or start to make my wine. But I don't know how I want to make my wine. That's the thing. I don't know if I want to just extract the juices and make the wine out of juices, or do I want to do the old school way of just throwing them in some, throwing the muscadines in like a bucket, throwing sugar on top, throw a little bit of water, keep adding water, or sugar and yeast. Not yeast, dang, what is it called? Yeah, it is yeast. Yeast and water, and keep throwing water every week, more sugar, more water, and building up into a fermentation into wine. I don't know if I want to do it that way, but yeah, this is what we got so far from the Carlos Muscadines. There will be more coming.